You guys, along this whole sugar diet saga, the journey of doing this whole experiment, a good point I've seen brought up, a valid concern is, okay, FGF21 is some powerful shit, radically ramps up your metabolism and fat loss. Muscle retention is suspiciously going well with low to no protein for a certain amount of time. What's going on here? And it's people early on, it's all magic, it's all exciting, it's all wow. And then they start to get kind of paranoid. Am I getting smaller? And I've had that recurring thought many times over the last 5 months. I'm like, I mean, yeah, they're veiny, but is there less of it? What's going on? So I get it. And then that leads them to wonder, is FGF21 a stress response? And is it purely a survival mechanism? A good analogy or example I've seen people say is, so let's say you're in a state of no protein for a few days on some ancient time shit. FGF21 ramps up. Now you have an absurd amount of buzz, buzz. You see a deer a mile away because you got like supervision because you're on the damn FGF21 and you got the super energy. So instead of walking to the deer buzz, like the damn Flash, okay, so is it this stress response that is ultimately driving us to our next protein feeding? Is that how this hormone came to be through our evolutionary process? To me, that makes a lot of sense, and to me, that's perfectly okay. Because there is always another protein feeding around the corner at some point. Is it tomorrow for me? Is it 3 days from now, 5 days from now? Depends on where I am in the week, depends on where I am in my experiments, but protein is always on the way. The sugar diet is not the zero protein diet indefinitely. I've talked to some people that said they sugar fasted for 50 days in a row and had some issues. That is not terribly surprising that this individual ran into some issues. To me, it's been so obvious and a no-brainer that like, hey, let's run this in the most holistic way possible. And then I've come across people that are like, yeah, sugar, huh? I'm like, yep, some powerful shit. They're like, yep, that's all I'm having. And I go, yeah, pretty much me too, from the fruit, the juice, honey, all this cool stuff. And they're like, nope, just cane sugar, like from the bag, just sugar. That's all I'm doing. I'm dumping it in my water, hot water. It kind of makes like a simple syrup. Have you ever gone to a coffee place and they have simple syrup? Did you know that it's just sugar melted down? So that's my water now. I have a gallon of simple sugar and that's what I drink. Sugar diet. Is my hair falling out? Oh shit. They freak out. There are many illogical ways to run this plan, very irrational ways to run this plan. A lot of comments and questions I get, even in private, is like, so like, how long can I can see that it's working. How many days can I just like run it? You know what I mean? Like, how many days can I run it? It's like, yeah, sugar fasting is powerful, but there's no fucking reason to do it more than like 4 or 5 days in a row, in my opinion. Because if you need more than that just to get some weight loss, there are many, many other things in your routine that are violently wrong. I know for a fact you're not working out hard enough, often enough, probably have no cardio routine. You're just like, I just got to get another day of only sugar, only sugar. There are some stupid ways to run this fucking program, y'all. There are some very stupid ways to run this. It's not what I advocate for. I've got a lot of cool nuggets from Durian Ryder, but his whole don't have any fat, don't have any protein, all carbohydrates forever. And maybe that's not exactly what he says. He probably says if you're on the leaner side, have more fat, and if you're not, have less fat. It's probably a more honest way of like describing his approach. But he's definitely anti-protein across the board forever. To me, that's just fucking stupid. There's no point. There's no reason. You only stand to lose from going no protein forever. That's crazy. Do we need way less than we've been told? I believe so at this point. Can we thrive on no protein for certain hours of the day or days of the week? I believe so. I've experienced that. But this concern of, oh, maybe it's a bad thing, I feel only comes about when your intuition is telling you, hey, you're running this in a stupid way. And so that intuition, am I doing something stupid, creates thoughts, oh, maybe it actually is a bad thing. That's kind of my whole take on it. Now, as this whole thing is getting researched, if they look at it and they're like, hey, even with refeedings of fats and proteins 1 to 2 to 3 times a week, even the standard sugar diet, where you're only sugar fasting for a chunk of the day and have a normal meal at night, even that, done long enough, will damage your metabolism. Like, if that comes out, well, let's look into that. But as far as I know, that hasn't come out. And my whole thing is, as I've been passionately ranting about in this video, is, I mean, it's just like the gym, it's just like everything. There is a worse, better, and best way to run any system. Let's run this sugar system in the most methodical, intelligent, checking all the boxes. Okay, am I missing out on B vitamins? I'll supplement with that. Iron could be low, I'll supplement with that. Okay, boom, boom, 2 green check marks, filled those gaps. Like, let's be smart so we don't have to be scared. I would rather be smart. Oh man, this plan is getting me radical results and I feel good. I'd rather be smart than be scared. Can we do that together, you and I? Can we work together on that? Being smart instead of being scared? That sounds like a beneficial way to live. Let me know what you think, though. Do you think this is a stress response that's ultimately gonna do people some damn harm, or is it, I mean, a lot of things are stress responses. Training and getting after it in the gym gives a stress response, and that's my favorite fucking thing to do in this life. Am I gonna stop doing that because it's a stress response? Like, there's a lot more that goes into these things than just these key words, right? But let me know what you think. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next one.